Yo, people, what's going on? It's your boy Bucks. Welcome to the Gooner Tube. Here to discuss Raw match reaction to the Leicester versus Arsenal game. 1-0 to the Arsenal, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief. It was a mad game. I feel like we dominated the game, and somehow we only scored one goal, first and foremost. We're going to talk about the Trossard goal, or the Trossard shot. Leicester were poor. Leicester's been poor all season, to be honest with you. But I feel like somehow they, were trying to creep back into the game, and Arsenal weren't too sure in moments. Overall, it was an absolutely dominating display in terms of possession football, and we should have walked away with more goals in that game. But the 3 points, of course, is the most important thing. I'm super happy for that, and we move 5 points clear, as you can see on our screen. And yeah, man, let's talk about the game, people. It was an interesting game because I felt like this was one of them kind of bogey games where it was away from home. Leicester, I know we've been dominant against them in recent times, but you never know, they can pull out a crazy result. We've seen it already this season. And yeah, Arsenal surprised everyone. I'm sure can agree to that in terms of Trossard starting in the centre forward role. I think he done well. I think he had a good game. I think he played what he did. He tried to get on the ball a lot of times, and he tried to really implement his game. And of course, we talk about the shot. That shot was a wicked shot, well taken, into the top bins, into the top corner, top right corner. But it wasn't to be. Obviously, VAR, they searched for that hard. I just felt like they searched for that way too hard. I just felt like it was contact, and Ward, he could have tried to loosen or release himself, or release his arm. The goal was obviously disallowed by VAR. Ref told to go to the VAR screen, but you know what's going to happen once they go to the VAR screen. You get me? It's basically the VAR ref telling the ref, look, you're going to have to rethink the decision, or what decision you make, or decision you obviously haven't made. So yeah, it could have been a brilliant goal. Could have been 2-0. Could have been talking about a 2-0 game, but it wasn't meant to be in a sense. Again, most important thing is the 3 points. I think players that really had a wicked game. I think overall the team played well, but I think Jorginho, I think Zinchenko, and I think defense. You're looking at Saliba, you're looking at Gabriel. They all had solid games. Can't really think of too many errors on top of my head now that they made. And yeah, it was a fantastic game, and we can see just how dominant they were in terms of the stats. If I go and find the stats here, corners, 8 corners against obviously 0 corners for Leicester. Shots on target, we had 2 shots on target, I think, and obviously one of those registered a goal. They're not going to obviously register a shot on target for the Trossard goal, I think. Overall 10 shots, and possession, 66% possession away from home is very good. I think we have enough to sustain this now for this little run of games. We have enough in the tank. We have Jorginho playing what I would say is probably his best game in a long time, not just for Arsenal, but for Arsenal and Chelsea. Really dominating that midfield and making sure we move fluently, making sure that we tick, making sure that everything is it's just flowing well. And yeah, he's definitely my standout. I know that obviously you had people like Saka and Trossard doing the offensive work, and Gabriel Martinelli obviously getting a goal. But I think the midfield was really what kind of allowed us to play the way we play today, and kind of hold out even in times when it looked like we was kind of wobbling a little bit, or it looked like the momentum was going away from us. So yeah, so big win, massive win. Super happy for this win. As you can see, the lights are red today. Every time Arsenal win, these lights will be red. Every time Arsenal play, these lights behind me here, ladies and gentlemen, will be red. Please drop a like on the video. I'm trying to build this channel. I'm trying to get onto here consistently, and please subscribe as well. Be massively appreciated as I, humbly try to build my community and overall talk about the aspects of all aspects of Premier League, and of course with an emphasis on Arsenal Football Club, which is my club that I hold to my heart very dearly. Thank you for tuning, and yeah, we moved 5 points clear, as I said, and I think it's one of those ones where the momentum that we're building and that we're gonna together with the run that we're gonna have is starting to look really interesting. I'll say it now, the 28 game mark is everything. If we are first or second by 28 games, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are then going to win the league. I believe we have enough. I keep saying in terms of having enough, because it's not about looking at it from an emotional standpoint. It's just about looking at it from a logical standpoint. We need to have the depth. We need to be able to sustain the injuries and get over them as quick as possible. We need to be able to really nurture and the team to be able to stay on form and be injury free for this crucial period now to reach the 28 game mark. And then from there, it's all about result, as much as or as hard as they come for that 10 game stretch. So fantastic. Now we can sit back and really enjoy the weekend. So I'm sure all Gooners around the world are gonna just be pressure free for the weekend, which is always a lovely feeling. And we're gonna now see if City can do what they need to do against Bournemouth. It's obviously very difficult to predict Bournemouth will get a result at this point, but you never know, people. You never know. You never actually know. Bournemouth, they're playing at home. I think they obviously playing as we speak. Furthermore, let me see if I can actually pick up these. Yeah, that's it. So we're 12 minutes in, and Bournemouth are now playing Manchester City. Imagine if Bournemouth can get a result against Man City. A draw and the unthinkable, a win. That would be interesting. Imagine, people. Just imagine. Can have a good game as well later on. 7:45, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be an interesting game. But yeah, man, just imagine. Oh man, this is a sigh of relief. I tell you, this was definitely a must-win. This was something we needed to really a challenge, a test, as they keep saying, that we needed to get over. As I said, our record against Leicester is second to none. I think it was 4 wins, now it's 5 wins. I think they've only had one win against us in the last 6 games, and yeah, we move, people. We are definitely cooking, and I feel like the more we win and the more we keep this momentum going, it bodes well. It really bodes well for these young boys, and Gabriel Martinelli, he needed to sit the game out. I feel like Martinelli needed to sit a game or 2 out. He needed to try to find his form, and a lot of players find their form coming off the bench. Again, it doesn't always have to be a starting thing. If you want to start, you need to play to a standard that you set, which is the highest standard that we would have seen, which is an effective standard, which is a standard that, and you've reached that, Martinelli. You've shown us that you're a direct player. You take on defenders, and it's crucial. You can't always be, too critical in terms of obviously understanding that he's young and players dip in and out of form. But I feel like it's a case of you trying to apply your trade and trying to get back to the basics and doing what you need to do. But again, feel like giving Nketiah a break was crucial. He looks like he's kind of, you know, re-energized himself, and he's kind of ready to go again. But maybe start Trossard again for Everton. You know, looks like there was a balance there. He's doing a kind of false nine kind of type of business, and doing that, filling that position very well. So why not just keep him there? You know. But yeah, we move people. It's not going to be a video too long. That's just more or less my raw match reaction. I will do a more detailed video on the game. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Please drop a like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, as I try to build my YouTube community, people, it'll be lovely to see you guys support my channel as I try to bring you reaction news and all sorts of content on this channel. Thank you so much.